Well, the city of Seattle, and of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Play action. Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Wilson.
And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. The gun, Stafford. Flushed out right. And open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
While Tutu Atwell stands just 5'8" and weighs about 155 pounds, he absolutely is a home run type of a hitter. Very good on deep balls, run after the catch. You can use him on reverses. There he picks up a first down with that grab.
This is caught.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. first down. Wilson. Escape and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Terrell Lewis
just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
He's got Granson, his tight end.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback. But the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action. Stafford.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, these so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 50, Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Snags it for the pick.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down after a very nice game. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now it's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Carson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
They'll run here with Akers.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
Cody Barton there to bring him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Darrell Taylor, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. Gun. Here's Wilson.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now. Here's Wilson on 1st down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Stafford on target to Woods. 1st down, L.A.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. That'll be a gain of 16, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson.
A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Woods. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Right side complete. That's Woods. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
Not much there, only a yard. To throw again on second down. Stafford. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On first down at Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the 50 at Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Wilson wants to throw it.
And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Open man is Eskridge. That's complete.
20, 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little